Hi, people. I want to share something with you that is very sensitive to me. It's very important. All I can do is speak for myself, but I prayed to God and I pleaded with Him, and I meant every word that I said. Yeah. And I asked God to do some things for me that I wasn't very happy with, to help me with, and He answered me overnight. The very next day, I felt this light weight come over me, like I'm going to be okay. Um, Jesus, Jesus told me there was some things that He wanted me to do. It was written way before I was born. It was pre-planned, like a blueprint. He wanted me to do something. It was only for me to do. This is what He told me. Also, I've seen things like seen myself on the floor, lifeless, and He says, this is going to be you if you don't snap out of it, you know. And I didn't think nothing of it until later, when I go to my daughter's house and I'd see on the television the same image, and I thought, oh my God, God is talking to me. He really is. There's things in my life I'm not proud of. I started doing drugs at the age of 20 or around there, speed, just to get working, or on parties, and then it turned every day, things like that. And then I always thought I was a good person, but everybody thinks they're a good person, right? But I think that and alcohol just got carried away. So my kids never really knew who I was. They don't know me. And I thought, wow, if God gave me that image, before I used to think I was talking in my head. It wasn't, it was just me chatting in my head. And then I realized, oh my God, God's been with me the whole time. He went through my darkest, deepest trials in my life. He says, look, I got something for you to do. And it's only for you. So you need to do this. He says, journal down every day what you're going through. Well, I still didn't take it so serious. I started to, and then he says, write all your dreams down and do what you feel. But I want you to stop living like you used to. That's the old you. I want you to try something new. Don't live life like everybody does, a 9-to-5 job. He says, I want you to change things up. I want you to enjoy what you enjoy doing. Paint. You can paint, exercise, get ready for this big event that I have for you. Okay, I'm like, huh? I try to paint and I can't. And I used to love drawing. But it kind of screwed with my day because God, I don't know, it just didn't feel right to paint. It was a struggle for me. It didn't feel right to paint when everybody's working. So I told my ex-husband, I said, what God was asking for me. I asked him if he would help me out because I knew I'm going to need shelter, somebody to help me because I'm not working. And he agreed to, and he agreed. I probably seemed like a nut at the time, but anyways, I don't know if he felt the same way. I think he does. He doesn't, But anyways, the whole thing is what I'm getting to is I went from a deep, dark place to a very beautiful, light, bright place. And that's in the core of myself. During this journey, I had fought with myself. I argued with family members. I've been through the crapper and back. It wasn't easy. Yeah. And then you got loved ones giving you their true feelings, how they feel about you, and you're not expecting this. These are people that you love so much, and you're suddenly seeing a dark side come out of them, which is, they're beautiful. I don't want to say nothing bad, but they're letting you know how they really feel about you. Yeah. So God put me in these situations so I could see who's really for me and who isn't. Okay. Well, that's scary because all of my family is against me. They're not for me. If you look at my videos that I put out there, you won't see any of them on there supporting me at all. You might see once in a while a sister might glimpse in there, but or one might say something. If they do say anything, it's going to be something negative or something funny. But the thing is that God was right. He was very right. He wanted me to see everything so I can let people know their behavior. Know that they're doing this to somebody that loved them dearly. And I do. They're all precious to me. My kids, I love with all my heart and soul. Something happened. I don't know. But I do know. Because God allowed me to see things that I don't even think they know I see. Okay? I want you to know, people, I'm only here for love. And I want to change the world from the way that people do them. When you're fighting with somebody, stop the fight, stop the malice, and turn that around and make it something beautiful. Walk away. Do something nice. Just say, you know what? Why are we doing this? It's okay to have a disagreement. There's no need to go any further. People, do know that God put me here for a reason, and I'm going to do it, with you or without you. So I hope I have all of your love and your attention. And this didn't just happen to me overnight. I tell you, I'm feeling them. Boy, am I feeling them. When I look at my phone and I go, I'm feeling it. I love everything about me. And I want everybody to feel this way. I want everybody to love themselves this much, because there's no greater love than the power of God. And He did. He's putting something in me that I just want to share with the world. Now, I'm not going through family trauma with you through, this one phone call, but I just want to let you know, you pray to Him and you mean every word you say. You're going to hear from Him right away. The power of prayer can do wonders. It did with me. I mean, look at me. I look remarkable, don't I? And it's all for the love of God. He's helped me so much to appreciate who I am inside and out. And I'm looking at myself like, wow, you came from I never dreamed I'd feel this way. People, I want you to give it a shot. Just learn to love yourself. Go on a journey with yourself. Now, it's not real easy to do at the very beginning. But do know it's for a greater good. A greater good. And always keep in mind you could transmute that little hostility and that little pain that you got, and that anger, and turn it into beauty. Fight the devil and go. You can't go any further down. So there's only one way you can go, is up. There's heaven on earth, hell on earth, and in between. Where do you want to be? Do you want to take this ride with me? I got room for you. I got a big heart, and I love you. and I'm working for God. God asked me to treat my body as if He was in me. I have boundaries. Respect, love, and kindness is what I'm working for, humanity. And yeah, I could break down in tears, but why? I'm not feeling that. I gotta be the real me. And I'll tell you, for me not to do that and say as much as I did to you, I've been through some stuff. I actually had money saved up to buy myself a car, but instead I had to go get a motel room to cry it out for 3 days. It was just, I didn't want anybody around me. I just cried and cried and cried, and I screamed at God, why are you doing this? And I understand it. I perfectly understand everything, the reason why I went through what I did. I know why He did that to me. He didn't do it to me. He just wanted me to see what was going on around me, for me to open my eyes. He wanted me to see clearly how people felt about me. Now, I love them, and I forgive them. Sometimes dark forces get in us and cause us to do what we do. I do love them with all my heart and soul, and I forgive them. Of course I do. I love them as if they were my own children. Even my older siblings, I adore them, all of them, from a distance. I love you guys, and I hope you have a good day. I just wanted to give you a small sample of who I am. Gotta get that brain going up there. Have a good day and know that you're loved.